This week we're working on a small residential house modeling in Revit. And here, first let's take a look at what we're building. It's a two-story house, as you may see. Here we got a relatively flat roof and some foundation walls and also retaining walls in concrete and the storefront. Then generic exterior walls, got some windows and the doors on both levels. There's a balcony with the railings, and also there's a stairs inside with the railings and the open space in the living room areas, and the roof stick out a little bit, and also there's a little ramp and a few windows and a bike. And if we look at the floor plans, we have some color legend showing different regions. This is the first level we got. We got a living room, one bedroom, bathroom, some storage. And the second level is smaller because of the open space. And it got an entry and a bedroom. And the roof, pretty simple. And we have elevation views from each side. We also going to make a couple schedules, like the door schedule and the room schedule. In the end, we're going to make a presentation sheet in Revit. It's called a plotting sheet. Basically, there's one sheet. It has several floor plans, elevations, and 3D view and schedules of the building. So by doing this project, we're going to learn the general process of modeling in Revit. It's not a large building, but it covers the basic approach, how you do modeling from the beginning, starting a new project to the end, making all the plotting sheets. And there is also a PDF file you guys have received. Here, let me look at it. Is a step-by-step tutorial we're going to use to model the house. It's got 41 pages. This tutorial was adopted from Autodesk old version tutorial. It was developed for Revit 2008, but we made some changes and to tailor it to make it fit with 2014. In the first few pages of the tutorial showing the introduction to Revit and all the screenshots, we can skip this. We can start from on page 4, creating a project. In this video, I will show how to make a new project, how to set it up, and then how to model the first foundation and the retaining walls. And you guys can use this tutorial if you prefer. Again, it's a really detailed step by step. It tells you where to go to find a button, click on what button, make the settings, then how long the wall you draw is cell paste. If you want to use a tutorial. Here, let's go back to Revit. We're going to start a new project right here. Okay, when you want to start a new project, you would use the Revit button and go to New and a Project. Alright, a project means a building or a set of buildings, and a family is a collection of particular building components. Like you can make a family for single glass door. That family may have various dimensions of that type of door, single glass. And then there's another family you can make like um, a cabinet family. You can make a different type of cabinets with different dimensions, but they all should be similar type. Use the same materials. Now we're doing a building, so we're going to use a project. And in the project, if you start project, you can choose templates, or you will have to choose templates. And for this project, we're going to use a smallest templates. We're going to use a browse to locate a large library of templates. Normally, Revit provides you about 10 templates, and each template has a different families preloaded. Like we have a commercial default template. Um, there's many families loaded for commercial building modeling, such as the doors and windows, and the furniture systems, some equipments as well. And there are also construction default templates. This one has a families loaded very similar to the commercial, but it has a lot of plotting sheets format loaded, supported for design, construction documents. And then electrical default or mechanical, each one has some families, designated families for that type of modeling. And there's also residential. Like some of the drywalls in residential, the thickness of drywalls or gypsum board, if you use a residential default, you're going to get a half-inch thick for the drywalls. But if you pick a commercial default, the drywalls you get in that model will be 5/8 of inch in thickness. Alright, for this particular project, we're going to use the default template, which is one of the smallest, but is adequate for this simple house modeling. We open it. Another step to take. Hit OK. It's loading. And now we are in the project. It's a small template. You don't have much available in the views. If you look at the project browser, there's just two levels set up with some elevations, ceiling plans. And first, I would like to save the project. And I can save that on my desktop since it's a practice. You guys can save it anywhere on your computer as long as you can remember it next time. Save it. Then the next we're going to set up the levels. So after you have the template started, you're going to need to set up levels. The levels are not real levels, the floors in the building. The levels in Revit are the major elevations, I call it. Major elevations. Like for example, if you model a building, you're going to make a level for top of footing where all your like strip footing, isolated footings stop. You make another level for top of finish the floor, first level. Top of finish for a second level. If you have a lot of mechanical parts to work above the ceiling level, you probably have to make one level, one above ceiling level for each story as well. Again, the levels in Revit are the key elevations. That is where you're going to use elevations to put or to place the building elements. So let's go to, you can set up levels in elevation views only. You cannot do it in the floor plan views. So here we already have level 1, level 2. This building we need to make 4 levels. Let's just draw 2 more. I zoom out, I can see all the levels already there. And then we go to architecture tab. We go to the level button right here because place level in view, and then we can draw level lines easily. Don't worry about elevations or distance from the existing levels. Let's start from, we just step on the existing levels from the left all the way to the right. First, this level 3, then one more, and level 4. Again, do not worry about the elevations. We're going to change them later. So once you have all these 4 levels ready, use a modify to get out of join level command. Next, we're going to name these levels, rename these levels, and also change the elevations. So I will start from the bottom. For the major elevations, the first, from the bottom up, I will call it 00 foundation. Alright, then there's a question comes about. Would you like to rename corresponding views, which means this level has several views in the project browser, one for plan view, one ceiling plan views. If you want to change the name of the level, do you want to change the name of the floor plan, the ceiling plans in the browser? Yes, we want to make them consistent. So 00 foundation, as you may see right here. Then level 2 will be called 01 lower level. Answer yes to that question. And level 3, or the third level, we call it 02 entry level. And the top one we name is 03. There we go. Let me zoom in. 03 roof. The reason we put the number before the real name is we want to put or list all these views alphabetically or by the elevation in the project browser. Otherwise, all this level will be listed alphabetically. So you may have entry level on the top, then foundation, the lower, the roof. With the numbers in front, they are listed by their height. Really convenient. Alright, next we're going to change the elevations. So start with the foundation, double click on the elevation value of that level to highlight the box, and the bottom is minus 14 feet in Revit. To enter the values in feet or inch, so what you do is you put a minus 14, you hit enter. That is taken as minus 14 feet because the default unit in Revit is foot. And then the lower level is minus 10, enter. And the entry, let me highlight it, 0, enter. And the roof is 10. Alright. Okay, now you see you have floor plans. You have 5 floor plans, one for each level plus a side plan. Ceiling plans 4, and same for elevation views. Let's save this for now. Next video I'm going to show you guys how to model walls.